Hey dumplings, it's Dave this side. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very fun video for you. I'm very excited to talk about this date night that RM is having, that everyone's talking about. A lot of armies are excited, and it seems like it'll be tons of fun. I also have some thoughts and theories on this. I also want to get into Jin saying yes to a marriage proposal, and I guess he's engaged now. More engaged than he normally is to me. So grab your dumpling tea spilling mug merch, and let's jump into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, allow you to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now let's jump into it. Let's start by talking about RM. Namjoon, Junie Daddy. You know, whatever you refer to him as. He is all those awesome things. There's been a specific date night that he has been preparing for that we are all excited to hear about. People are getting ready and dressed up, and we'll get into it and talk about it. But let me explain. RM is someone who used to spend a lot of time with armies in live streams and kind of tell us a lot of random stuff that have been going on with him. Like one time he just randomly bought baby shoes and decided to tell us that he thought they were really cute, so he just bought them. A lot of people definitely thought he had a child, but we're not gonna get into that today. But as of recently, RM hasn't been doing too many live streams. I'll kick it up to being very busy. In late 2019, they decided to take a bit of a break, and beginning 2020, they decided to promote their music Black Swan and On. Then when the shutdown happened, they were probably busy trying to figure out what to do next, and then they had their new album out. So they've been really busy. Oh, they were also filming a TV show in the suit, which I react to every Thursday and Friday on Patreon. But even though it's felt like it's been a really long time since the stream, I can totally understand. Our babies are busy, and sometimes my hubby don't got time for me. Honestly, that's like more attractive. We love it when he plays hard to get by living in another country. I'm kidding. But also a weird time for BTS, and probably best for them in general to stay off social media. It's very hard for anyone that I know that is involved in social media. There's a lot more hate going around to a lot of different channels. This is probably because people are at home with nothing to do, so they're on YouTube more. This can cause for some awful made-up rumors. I always appreciate when people defend me. It means the absolute world to me. If you watch my videos and you know my heart, and you know that people just blatantly make stuff up, this of course applies to BTS at a much larger scale. They obviously receive a lot of hate. More love, of course, but I can only imagine how overwhelming the hate must be sometimes. So my theory is that none of them felt safe going on a live stream, or when any of them did do a live stream, like what Cookie did where it was just silent him in the studio, or him giving a 30-minute update without really reading the comments. My theory is because they didn't want to know some of the awful things people were saying. But perhaps RM feels a little safe right now, and feels like it won't be as bad, so he's deciding to come on and give us a little date moment. I hope everyone is kind, and if there's any haters, please go spend time working on your own life. Stop that nonsense and have some common sense. Now with all that said, I woke up this morning to some news sites talking about the fact that RM was getting ready for a date night with armies. And I almost choked. Like, what? RM finally found some time to give us some quality time. We are getting some quality time to know what RM has been up to. Also, RM tends to leak a lot of spoilers. I honestly don't know if it's on purpose or not, but he does it. And so we likely could get some information on what's coming out. And that's even more exciting. So I went to see where this came from. And he apparently wrote this, I believe, on LYFT. He wrote it today, saying that tomorrow night, he will visit V app for a long time. If you're unsure, this is the vlive website. So vlive.com, I think. And there's a lot of live streams on there already for you to watch. But I honestly don't know what tomorrow night means. Because what time is it for me, a peasant in New York? I was on the Tweetster. I was seeing this trend all over. Namjoon was trending with over 200,000 people. People asking what they're going to wear to date night. Saying this. Army's going on date night with Namjoon tomorrow. What are y'all gonna wear? I think this is absolutely hilarious. Even if Namjoon can't really see us, I think we still want to dress up, sit in front of our computer, and just like grab a snap and enjoy him being there with us in real time. I was also reading people on the Tweetster who wrote this. The way millions of armies are gonna have a date tomorrow with Namjoon. My guy is a player. My husband is such a player. It's hard sometimes being with such a player. I know he's a catch and that everyone wants to be with him. So I know I gotta share him, you know, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. But joking aside, I'm excited to see what happens on the stream. And if RM decides to say anything interesting, I will definitely be here talking about it. I wonder if anyone's gonna bring up the whole, do you have children or are you married thing. Maybe people will feel like it's too forward to ask. But I think it's definitely been a rumor within the army community for some time now, and people really believe it. So I hope he clarifies that. And if he does have children and married, then we shall be there and accept that, right? We shall love and support no matter what. This is probably some of the best news I've gotten. Very exciting. I still don't know when this stream will take place, but if it's at night in Korea, it might be early morning in the US. So maybe like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. in New York, like 3 or 4 a.m. in Cali. Because I think he wrote that post on Weverse 7 a.m. today. I think Weverse tells military time. So maybe he planned on being online around that time, but at night? My guess is that. Don't like set your alarms to those times. It's just my guess. But I don't think armies are getting much sleep for the next few days or so anyway. I do want to catch it, but we shall see what happens. Maybe I can officially propose to RM on the stream, and he'll have to take my proposal, right? That's how that works, right? If you ask someone to marry you, by law, they can't say no, right? I'm kidding. If that were true, that'd be awful. No consent. Jin is someone who gets proposed to a lot online, and during his streams, when armies ask him to marry him, he always responds back like it's such a ridiculous thing to ask, and of course says no. This I find to be hilarious. Armies are always so shocked when he says no. Armies are always so shocked when he says no. Sometimes he's more coy or funny with the response. Other times it's just a straight up no can do. But there was actually an event that surfaced up on my feed a little while ago in July. This was before Miss Ronathon decided to take over the world. Can Rona give us a free month where we don't have to deal with you? Can Miss Rona take a vacation, please? But anywho, this was during a fan sign or fan meet. This was in Japan, I believe. I think Japan because the notes were written in Japanese. And one J Army had the balls, the galls, to ask Jin to marry her. To be honest, I don't have the balls or the galls to do it. I would probably just stare at him in hopes he knows what I'm about to say. And I'll get angry if he doesn't just know. This is how you know our relationship is healthy, you know? I'm kidding, but Jin actually did have an answer that was a little bit different from what he normally says. He told this J Army, yes, thank you. So I mean, he's engaged now, right? He's officially married to this army? She must have been so happy. I would have run over to the nearest whatever store and buy a little ring pop or something to go back and give to Jin. I'd be like, this isn't much, but it's a sign of my love. Please accept it and I'll send over a marriage certificate. And then Jin looks at me in disgust, like what women do when I say I like them. I wanted to see what some people were saying over on old Tweetster. One person wrote, oh my god, this J Army asked Jin to marry them at the handshake event and Jin said yes, thank you. This is character development. Yes, we got improvements. Eventually he's going to propose to armies and we're just going to have to say yes. Jin would be the best husband too. He literally is such a great cook. I think it's very cool that someone who grew up like him with probably maids and now being super rich on his own and super successful, he probably has maids and chefs to cook for him. But even though they cook for him, he can still cook. But the food he cooks looks absolutely amazing, like world class. So you can imagine Jin as a husband making breakfast for you in bed and you're just like, oh my god, you don't have to do that. And it tastes amazing, I'm sure. From what I hear the other members of BTS say, I do believe that Jin's food not only looks good, but likely tastes really good too. I'm always surprised at the various talents that BTS members have, like aside from their dancing and singing, because I feel I'm pretty good at making videos. There are definitely times I feel like it sucks, but overall I like making videos. But that's pretty much all I'm okay at. Everything else I suck. So I imagine a lot of creative people to be the same. But I think a lot of people have multiple talents. And it's just me with almost a decent single talent. So not very good for my self-esteem to know that BTS is just naturally good at everything. Like Jin probably didn't go to no cooking school, right? He just puts random tastes together that he likes and bam, he a prodigy and he's amazing. I can't relate. Jungkook is also someone who is naturally good at painting. Like come on, how is one person good at everything? Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for being on. As always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and kind of check stuff out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is reaction videos that tend to get taken down or copyrighted, so I do keep it over there. You can get reaction videos like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you would like to see over there. Link is in the top of the description down below. Also, anything you contribute over there gives back to this channel. I have a video over there explaining that. That's free to watch. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those. I'll see you over there. Bye. I put